Chairman CIDC and distinguished guests. I am honored and it is my pleasure to be part of this special workshop of ready mix concrete. Ready mix concrete is a very big industry which is yet to realize the potential in India. I will begin with the challenges in the RMC industry. I think biggest challenge in the RMC industry is that despite being the fastest growing economy in the world, till today we are unable to change the mindset of the mind of the people to convert them from site mix to ready mix concrete. That's why till today 60% of the concrete is made manually through site mix concrete. Other challenges are related to mainly how do you convert from SMC to ready mix concrete is the major issue. I am of the opinion that creating awareness and standardization of not only equipment, even by government, by ensuring that environmental compliances, tax compliances are there, will bridge the gap between site mix concrete and ready mix concrete, and then people will be able to perceive the value of ready mix concrete, and then there will be no end for this particular product. Just to give you an idea, India is the second biggest consumer of the concrete. If you take around 65% of the cement consumed in concrete in India, is almost 750 to 800 million cubic meter of concrete is being consumed in India. It is a huge opportunity and it can happen in two ways. One, as on date, major national player who make the good quality concrete, who have good plant, who have good system, are yet to fully penetrate into tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Once they do it, not only customer will get a good quality, a durable concrete, they will also get skilled manpower in these cities to improve the quality of construction. So the potential lies in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, which is yet to be penetrated. Although in all major cities RMC is now a household name. So one thing we have to focus on tier 2-3 cities where medium kind of construction is there and IHB sector is there. So we have to utilize the potential and ensure that this product reaches to masses. Another very important aspect about the opportunities of RMC is, if you look into the government infrastructure, the way things are moving, you can look into the project like high speed is coming. One project is going to consume 15 to 20 million cubic meter of concrete. Similarly, coastal roads, Samriddhi Express, Bombay-Delhi freight corridor, Jawahar Airport, many big projects are coming which will be big, bolder, and their quality requirement, durability requirement will be so high that the RMC is the only option for that. If we look into the plans of the government from 20 to 25, 111 lakh crore rupees is going to be invested in infra segment, mainly into road and highways, followed by airports, renewable energies and urban transport. You will be surprised to note that in next 4 years, 100 airports are going to be built in India. There is a huge big expansion in the roads. Various kind of projects government is coming in infrastructure. So the kind of infrastructure requirement will be there, and if you can enter into tier 2 and 2-3 cities, there will be huge demand of RMC. And as on today, if we look into that 750 million cubic meter of concrete is being made. So if we can convert more ratio on ready mix concrete, there will be huge opportunity for ready mix concrete in coming time. The new scenario which is emerging after this pandemic People will like to do the job with more safer ways, in more mechanized ways, and with less manpower. So in retail sector also there will be huge demand for ready-mix concrete. This is itself is a very big sector where almost in realty sector 60 to 65% of concrete is getting consumed. Now if we look into the sustainability part of the concrete, India had joined and most of the big cement and ready-mix concrete company have become part of GCC, Global Cement and Concrete Association. And we are all aligned with their mission statement that by 2050 we'll be having carbon neutral concrete. To reach those targets, we have to involve all stakeholders and we have to look into the whole life concept of the construction cycle. That means starting from raw material, whether it is aggregate or concrete, then how it is transported, when building is made, what is the life of the building, then demolition of the building and reuse of demolished buildings again in making into the concrete. That concept we have to bring by involving entire construction industry stakeholders. Already in ready-mix concrete industry, various initiatives are being taken to provide the sustainable concrete. Just to give you an idea, that ready-mix concrete industry is using 75% of the concrete which is having fly ash and JGBS. What could be the better way of making a sustainable concrete? By using this cementitious material which is a waste product. Similarly, entire ready-mix concrete industry has switched from river sand to manufactured sand. Today we are using 85% of our fine aggregate requirement as a manufactured sand. So in a way, what I feel that use of ready-mix concrete instead of site mix concrete itself make it a sustainable concrete, because you have an opportunity to use cementitious material in a proper way by mixing it, by using it in a higher quantity, by using manufactured sand. So more and more conversion will happen to RMC to make the future sustainable. Another important aspect to it is that from last 3 years, Ready-Mix Concrete Association was involved from the first day of the launch of Green Pro certification by CII, RGBC and IFC. And companies like Ultratech, Godrej and other major companies have given full support to this initiative. We have certified our plants. We are very happy to inform you that many of our products, especially 6-7 good products like special concrete, lightweight concrete, pervious concrete, have been given a Green Pro certification. Now we have to involve construction industry and government in increasing the uses of these special products so that we can have a good construction, durable construction and sustainable construction. Other than concrete recycling and C&D waste, there is another approach which is becoming popular and R&D is happening in that aspect, carbonation. In this process, we have to capture the carbon dioxide either from cement kiln or various other sources, and that can be injected into concrete making process. Many such initiatives are being planned, and with more and more uses of ready-mix concrete in Tier 2, Tier 3 cities, in government and in various infra projects, it is going to be a different India. One more important aspect which I would like to bring to the notice, when we do the standardization all over India through certification and government bodies, it will go a long way. Just to give an example that all Ready-Mix Concrete Association members are having QCI certified plants. which not only ensure that all quality norms are followed, promise to customer is adhered, and all government permissions are also in place. Recently, we had a meeting with VIS. They are also planning, and they are very popular in India. So if they can update their scheme by adding certain more parameter other than only codal provision, that all plants should have a right government approvals, they should ensure what they commit, they supply to customer, quality of the manpower, and various other aspects. Then, by making this product mandatory through BIS all over India, we can ensure a very good durable concrete to be provided across all segment. For that, it will be important that government makes BIS or QCI kind of certification mandatory for all big projects of government as well as iconic projects in the private sector. Thank you very much.